All right. Okay, saying unstable. Don't like that. Yeah, just a black screen, huh? That's strange. That's cool. I can optimize for Instagram Live, which is a thing I don't care about. Alright, well, according to Streamlabs, everything is working, but according to Twitch... Oh, there we go. Excellent connection. Great. Alright. Because a few seconds ago when I tried this, or almost 10 minutes ago when I tried this, it blew up my computer. Everything seems to be working now. So now the only thing left to do is to figure out who done did the moida of the Steel Samurai. Really, there's only two suspects left. There's Salmonella and there's D. Vasquez. Who could have done this terrible, terrible murder? I don't know. I feel like I'm missing a vital piece of information.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor? The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh, right, I forgot to have this up. That'll be important, maybe.
Today will be the final day of the trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement.
In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear.
Very well.
Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today.
You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Ms. D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the trailer that day. And I haven't gotten anything useful out of this lady, so good luck. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez, I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I just like needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Uh-oh.
Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Oh, okay. Okay, well, Maya, or Mia, seems to think that she did it. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. All right, what do we got? I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we went to Studio 1. That's all.
I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued
So you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over. Oh, okay. Very well, yeah. I'm ready to press this lady. Oh, you entered a little before noon, did you? By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in the employee area? No. Are you always this, terse? Yes. Began at 12, ended at 4. I'd like to know a bit more about your timeline. The witness not. Oh, yeah, fair enough, yeah. Stop interrupting the testimony. Oh, shit. Same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. Oh, my little ears hurt. There's to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I thought that there was a monkey head in the road. Yeah. When? The meeting ended at 4. Rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those two times. Come on, Edgeworth. I was fatigued. Why were you so tired? In the van. Yeah. We knew that. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. And what were you doing during that time? Eating those T-bone steaks you told me about? Okay, great. Oh, that's very interesting, because I didn't see any bones anywhere. If there were steaks to be eaten, there must have been bones. Do you have anyone besides Sal who can verify the steak time? If she committed murder during the break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence to prove she didn't eat the steak. Do I have evidence she didn't eat a steak? There's the van? I mean, there would be bones in the van. Surely. I kind of wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss, but I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said. Somewhere. Before noon, meeting, blah blah. Studio 1, fatigued. Took a break. T-bone steaks in front of the trailer. Did you now? That was the whole thing. That's all I'm gonna get. Okay. Well then. I present to you this van. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
How exactly are the evidence and the statement just now related?
They aren't, are they?
Not at all.
Okay. That was bad. T-bone steaks, you say? What about this plate? Oh, the music stopped. Okay, good. I think I did a good thing. As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak? But I say, you did not.
What's this now, Mr. Wright?
Look at this. It's a plate with bones on it. If you look at the other plates, there's no bone. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you that it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. And yet, no bone. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone. What? You didn't eat the steak. You threw it in the incinerator, maybe. You took your steak and threw it somewhere. Like the incinerator. Oh man, I'm a great lawyer. Mostly. I'm mostly a great lawyer.
I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break?
Isn't it obvious, Your Honor?
She was meeting the Steel Samurai
To talk about the blackmail that she did on him.
Probably. Order! Are you saying?
Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, in quotes, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. The Moida. With your own hands, probably. Maybe.
Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous?
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright?
Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it?
Yes.
Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I.
What? Alright, sure.
Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh, yes. The samurai spear.
Uh-huh.
I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use a spear as a heavy weapon?
You couldn't, could you? I think you would have had a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. They keep making a big deal about how heavy this spear is. I don't get it. However, that has no bearing on this case. The samurai spear was not the murder weapon.
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
I have proof. Ooh, do I have proof, Your Honor? The bones. Wait, where is my proof? That's very interesting. Oh, maybe she pushed him off the edge of the thingy. Maybe. Do I have evidence of this? Okay. We'll let him talk. It's fine. The spear was not used as the murder weapon. Oh, because it was mended with duct tape. So if somebody had stabbed somebody with it, it would have broken again, probably. Is that what we're saying? Is that? The so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear was broke during the morning action scene run through. Would someone fix the spear? It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest and not break it? Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're...
Silence. I am the one testifying here, and I will be heard.
Great. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying?
If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer?
Sure. Yeah, why not? Was it it's gotta be the fence, right? Yes, of course I could. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was?
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let us see the murder weapon.
Here's a photograph. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh.
What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer, standing at the top of the stairs.
Yes, Your Honor.
If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying... Yes. What happened 5 years ago happened again. This very day. I mean, like 4 days ago. 4 days ago? I think that's when the murder happened.
Mr. Wright, continue.
It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then, she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had done himself 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way he caused another man to die. 5 years ago, yes. In other words, I guess. I don't know, why do you need to say it again? Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1? and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio One and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
I bet she could move it. Probably. Well, with the van. You'd be surprised. I bet she could do it. I think that's no. I feel like I got it wrong. If you claim she did everything in 15 minutes, show me proof. Oh no. Oh, he's a telepath. I need only look at the cold sweat running down your face to know what you're thinking.
Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to reconsider your claim.
She couldn't deal with it. 15 minutes is kind of a short amount of time.
Even I cannot do the impossible.
Therefore, Mr. Wright, I didn't do it. Agreed? What if she had another way to carry the body, other than her own hands? You know, like a van of some kind. There's no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Oh, how did she carry the body? How? Oh, gee, how could she possibly have been? Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio One, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal, so we went to Studio One. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there. Right, I had Sal drive me. But you weren't alone in the van. You had the deceased guy. And then before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume? Hold on, right? Don't forget, it was Sal Manila that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manila was a conspirator? Of course he was. Did you see how sweaty he was? Of course. I don't actually know. Let's say no. Let's say he would. Let's say no. Without Mr. Manila noticing anything, she put the body in the van, then managed to put the body in the costume? Ludicrous. just kidding.
The court of claims requests that you refrain from making claims in jest.
Yes, Your Honor. Of course, Salmonella has to be a conspirator. The body had to have been placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Probably. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue?
No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun.
I win? Yippee! We did it! Maybe. So what happens now? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost. Something like that. I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez? So it was you! You killed Jack Hammer? Who can say? What? Are you sure I did, Mr. Wright? We just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What?
Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Testify again, maybe. No one to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers, a waste of time. Damn. Shit.
As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't.
I see. Very well.
Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about?
Indeed. Verily, I say. Ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body.
After they found the body. Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Why did it? Because he knows she's guilty. Wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, yeah, it's a big question mark. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes, and then I went home.
I see no issues raised by the testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Oh, I'm so close. Oh, we're close. Okay. Find the key you need to twist the truth out of her. All right. Can do. That's very interesting. What time did that happen? We were at 5, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in the costume with Salmonella's help. Oh, what did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't doing that? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy.
The witness will continue her testimony.
The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? Did no one go to call him? Remember, there was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Press harder. Keep pressing. Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around? Yeah, what? You discovered a murdered body, and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person?
I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez, logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often let him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Aww. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue.
Immediately called the police. Oh, okay. Interesting. What was everyone else doing at the time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry I'm late. And then a silence. A dead silence. Yes, just like that. Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Okay, security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Power, saying he did it. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Right, but it was actually... did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all of this after the fact. The photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. Okay. Why did you ask to be left out? It seems everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in the meeting, there was no way we could have been involved, thus they covered for us. Must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script and my direction notes. The script and your direction notes, Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. Wait a minute, I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and your notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder, after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that?
Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please continue.
Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She knew about the murder before getting into the van. But how could she have known that if the body was in Studio One? Riddle me that. And now he's going to say the thing I said, because I'm so attuned.
Order! Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing? What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense?
I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter, I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Very well. The witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason.
I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. That's very interesting. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal, he told me. You have to find something to peg this honor here, or everything we've done till now will be wasted. I believe in you. Go get him. When we found the body, the assistant was there. Then power showed up. Whoa. Okay, so what do we have? Only Powers was absent. Then he showed up. Yeah, hold it. Right. Sal told you. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. So what do I have? I gotta figure this out. The sleeping pills? Does that prove anything? Okay. I was a Sal and Old Bag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. Pointing at him, he did it. He did it. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Wait. You couldn't have done that. When wait. The monkey head. It blocked the path between 2:15 and 4. So it would have been moved by then. Okay, okay. So not that. Ooh, there's this digital camera. Hmm. Do I have anything else? The guidebook. Okay. To get my notes, I knew that Hammer was injured, so he couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. Um... Fuck. You have to find something, yeah. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. And I can't press anymore, right? Called the police, Power showed up. We just stood there until he finally arrived on the scene. Uh-huh. Silent, dead silent. He did it. Yeah, she would say that. Yeah, why would she think that? She saw him go to the studio. Ooh. Yeah, you don't like being questioned. Hello. Hello, Ice. How is it going? How are you doing? Welcome. I'm very nearly finished solving this case, but, I'm really trying to logic my way through this, and I'm not sure what to do. I'm doing well. Minus the murder thing. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Okay, is there anything for this? Because really, what do I have? I have a plate and the van. Went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Okay. Wouldn't do to have them stolen. You came for a rehearsal, but you didn't bring the things because of the murder. But you didn't know there was a murder yet. Yeah, we did this already. Yeah, she wouldn't know that there was a murder that had happened because she was... Because the murder happened, and she did know about that, so... It went the other way. And then she knew he was injured. Because Sal told her. Yeah, gotta peg her. I believe I've pressed everything at this point. So it seems as though I need to present something. Unless I missed something. Did I? What time was that? We were there at 5 for the rehearsal. Okay. And they arrived at 4:50? Yeah, I've pressed everything. Okay, the assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. This is the napping. Powers was asleep. Called the police, then Powers showed up. Uh-huh. Old bag saying he did it, asked to be left out, went to get the direction and the notes. I gotta find something. Gotta find something. I was with Sal, Old Bag, and the assistant. Everyone was there. Powers was asleep. Or so he claims. Look, he was asleep. Look, here's his sleeping pills. Or this, the plate of steak. You know what? I got some points. I can just throw some stuff at the wall. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement. This is a plate of steak. They aren't. These aren't related at all. Okay, great. Gotcha. My bad. My bad, Your Honor. Whoopsie. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. Because he was taking a nap. Uh-huh. Did no one go to call him? Right, the murder thing. Damn it. And just back off. It's fine. Immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. Okay. Everyone was silent. Dead silent. Oh yeah, someone introduced that. Yeah, I should start juggling or something. The security lady was quite agitated because she saw the Steel Samurai going by. He did it. That's very interesting. Because she saw the Steel Samurai go into the studio. Press hard. Did I not press on this already? I did. Wait, she seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Oh, wait. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. But I have the photograph. Wait a minute. But I have the photograph. She couldn't have given it to... She couldn't have given the photograph to the detective because I am the one who has the photograph. Maybe. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. Oh no. Wait. But, yeah. Okay. I went back to the trailer to get my script notes and get the script and direction notes. Okay. But how could you have done that if, how could you have gone back to Studio 2 to get your notes if, wait. There's the Mr. Monkey head. Yeah, I'm really stuck here. Went back to the trailer to get my script into... I knew Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. How did you know about the injury? Sal told you. Okay, this feels like the thing. This feels like what to do, but I have to have something connecting Sal. But I don't. I present you with this van because Sal was driving the van. I present this van, Your Honor. What do you think about the witness's statement?
I'm not sure I follow.
It clearly contradicts the. I thought. No. Fuck. Uh-oh. Yeah, well, fucking, that's great. I believe in me too, but, you know. I was with Sal and Oldbag, his security lady, when I found the body. Were you, though? Is that who you were with? This is a 5. Okay, and then the two of you arrived at 4:50. Okay. Press harder. And nobody else was there yet. Okay, yeah. Everyone was there. Only Powers was absent. I haven't heard anything about this this assistant really. Yeah, there was a murder. Yeah. Immediately called the police and Power showed up. Okay. Right. Silent. Everyone was silent. Damn it. He did it. Yeah, sure. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. Went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Okay. These last two statements strike me as the ones I need to focus on, but... I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. I knew that Hammer was injured, so we couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. What about these bones? Pretty important clue, I would imagine. Manella used this to drive to Studio One after the meeting in the trailer. Sleeping pills, that does nothing. The camera. I don't think these are gonna do anything anymore. The monkey head. 2:15 and 4 p.m. Damn it, I'm really stumped here. This is the first time this has happened to me. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. Went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. Okay. Now, is there any way for me to prove that the old lady was not there? I don't think so. And the assistant. I don't think I would hate a tiny hint because I wouldn't love losing my first case or replaying up to this point. I don't know how bad the game punishes you for fucking up a whole thing. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. Everyone was there, huh? Immediately called the police and Powers showed up. Because she saw the Steel Samurai. This Steel Samurai? This one? The one who's dragging his leg? I'm sure that was the one. I've already shown a lot of dumb things. I've just been like burning through my my guessing points, which hasn't been great. I knew the Hammer was... Hammer... Will Powers was the one who was injured and not the other way around. Unbelievable. How in the world did that have happened? Okay, so I will now show her the photo of not Will Powers, but instead of Jack Hammer, who was the one who was injured at rehearsal, and not Will Powers. He was just tired. Thank you, Ice the Unknown Ranger. This one goes out to you. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. Unless, of course, it wasn't.
Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? Because Sal told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Yeah, I guess he was the one limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Ah!
And when was he doing this? Well, it would have to been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume. And went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused, as you would be. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Gasp.
Order! I will have order.
Witness, can you refute this claim? I'm going to say probably not. Let's see you sneak out of this one. I'd like to see that. Actually, I wouldn't. I wouldn't like to see that. Very well, I have a question for you. Oh, why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death, nothing.
Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had motive?
The blackmail, probably. It's blackmail related. Of course I can prove it. Why not? I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in the murder. It's this blackmail photo, probably.
This is the photo from before.
The photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With Dee Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, Dee Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him a tool, you could say, like a hammer. You made him work for you, for petty change. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star.
One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if this was Mr. Hammer who had killed Dee Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have?
Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Mr. Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder.
Cause he loved steak. Wait, she didn't have a motive. It was self-defense, Your Honor. Probably. She had no motive.
What's that now?
It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. Pew, 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 pew. These are my lawyer guns going off. Pew, 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 pew. Those are justice bullets I'm shooting. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez, which is why he bothered to dress as a steel samurai in the first place, a thing that was unclear up to this point. I think. Oh, West of Dead. What is West of Dead? What? I mean, I assume it's something cowboy related. Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool security lady into thinking that he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Nice. Good job. Well done. Except for that one part where I got stuck. Perfect. I did a great lawyer job. So you did it, didn't you? Oh, that sounds cool. I enjoyed Hades quite a bit. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Oh wait, who's talking? I don't know who's Miss Vasquez. What? What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No. Manuel! Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. Oh. Please don't die. Please? That was a very dramatic reenactment. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. One of those drip feeding. You get little bits of story. I'm in the middle of Hollow Knight right now, and I also don't know what the story is yet. Mr. Edgeworth, where's Dee Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well, this court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Justice has been served. All right, court is adjourned. October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. I would think that the harder thing with Hollow Knight is less the platforming and more the combat. But that's coming from someone who is pretty good at platformers, so take that with a grain of salt. But definitely the actual bosses are what I would call the hard part. Or if you just don't like Metroidvanias, like exploring a giant map is also something.
I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Yes, but it's sad. I know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder. It makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright.
What?
Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me?
Do I have evidence? Why would he want to blame you? He was just jealous, dude. He was just jealous. Look how much people love the samurai. Look. Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because he missed the spotlight. It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Children love you. And he loves children.
Because I was the Steel Samurai?
Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kid's show. And as the villain, the kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you.
I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him at any time.
Yeah, well, you see, that doesn't make sense, because he was on camera and you had a mask on. You see, Will, that doesn't, you can't do that.
Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over.
So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP.
Oh, thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more.
I'm pretty sure this show is getting canceled. Are you kidding me? Nope.
I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and...
No.
Is something wrong?
No. Why would you think that? Something wrong? No. It's Edgeworth. Hey, what's up, you goddamn Dracula? Say something. I'm not good at small talk. What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers.
Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Are you? You watch kids shows, you fucking dork? You're a Dracula and a nerd? Oh man, I'm gonna pick on you so hard. Right, I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Oh, are we old best friends? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. He's... Are we gonna be boyfriends? Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. Like horny? For me, specifically? Oh, or those unease and uncertainty. Okay, my bad. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. But what if I get hired for another trial case in the court?
Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend?
Friends, as if. They're rivals. Rivals! Right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. We have a long history that the game hasn't told me, the audience, about yet. I guess we'll have to get into that some other day. Yeah, what? Yeah, thank you, Maya. She's me. I am her. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
He's actually my stepbrother.
And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Yay! Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. I really thought Penny did it. For several hours of this case, I was like, Penny did it. Ooh, that sounds fun. I mean, I'm basically a lawyer myself. I played a lot of Clue, so I'm very good at figuring out who done did a moida. Although I'm sure it would have been helpful. Oh, isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? Wait, Will Powers is the Pink Princess? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers.
Hey everyone, it's me, the Pink Princess. And this is what I sound like. For some reason.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't mean to hit the button. Yes, I would love to save my progress. Was the lawyer able to win the case without screwing up as much as I? How did I do? And versus the lawyer. I did pretty good, right? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the self-defense. I mean, without the murder or without the cover-up, yeah, and the God, what was their big? What was the big thing she fucked up? I think the thing she fucked up most was blackmailing a guy for 5 years. All right, well, interesting to see where the plot goes in episode 4, Turnabout Goodbyes. But that's a case for another time. And I'll probably be back on tomorrow for some more Hollow Knight. And maybe I'll get a double jump tomorrow. That'd be cool. Because I've been wanting one real bad. Anyway, have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Hope it isn't too cold wherever you are. And till next time, don't do crimes. Because I'll catch you. And I'll get the truth out of you. Because I'm a big old justice boy. This is a great outro. Bye.